Welcome back to the channel, team. This is a YouTube I've been wanting to do for a little bit of time now, and it's something that's been heavily asked for me to produce from numerous different subscribers, guys who at the gym who I train with, even people who are clients of mine, just to go through the ins and outs really of supplementation from a health perspective. What supplements do we need from a day-to-day gym goer right through to your advanced assisted athlete? And I'm going to go through a few little ins and outs here as to what I feel supplements are best utilized for, why we should take them, when we should take them, and also different supplements we should be utilizing given certain circumstances. For me, supplements are not a necessity. It's not something we absolutely need, or else we can't make any progress. We're not going to be healthy. We're not going to progress in the manner we want to progress. Supplements are in there to help aid and supplement an effective diet and an effective training program in place for any given individual who's obviously wanting to pursue a physique endeavor or just live a healthy, active lifestyle. What I'm going to do now is cover different supplements relevant to different individuals. And the first things first, like, there's a lot of people who might watch this video and think, oh, well, I'm not an avid pro bodybuilder, or I'm not someone who wants to go the assisted route, but I still feel supplements have their place for day-to-day gym goers, for the average person as well, and can have a real positive impact really. So I'm going to go through the key supplements that I feel for day-to-day gym goers, your average person just wanting to train, make some good progress right through up until your assisted athlete. So the first key supplement that I'm going to be touching upon is creatine monohydrate. Now, this is a supplement that can be used through both general gym goers, assisted athletes. It's something that I'll incorporate within virtually, well, every single one of the supplement designs that I do for my clients. And it's a great supplement. It's something that can help aid with gym performance from a strength perspective and power output perspective, so we can get more of that out of our training sessions. Also as well, it's quite recent studies really talking about the improving cognitive function as well. So with creatine, actually, it's not only just going to help us physically, but also from a mental aspect. There's plenty of benefits research too. So it's just a great supplement and a great day-to-day supplement we can have in our everyday lifestyle. In my opinion, despite if you're a heavy, hard trainer or not, it's a great supplement to have in your daily supplement stack. Second up, omega-3. So omega-3 is something that we can derive from normal foods, things like salmon, etc. Fishes often will contain high amounts of omega-3. So it's not a supplement that I will say absolutely you need in if you have a diet that's pretty heavy fish orientated, heavy in foods that contain a lot of omega-3. But a lot of people won't still get enough that they need, even if they do have certain foods within their diet. So this is something that I feel is a great supplement to have in. Now, it's important to notice with omega-3 supplements, when you are buying them, don't just get the absolute cheapest option and the one that is always the cheapest or is extremely cheap, because often in terms of the quality of that supplement, it's probably not going to be absolutely amazing. So you definitely want to be looking, when you are looking at your omega-3 supplements, you want to be looking at around 1500 milligrams of EPA per serving, and with that as well 750 milligrams of DHA. And this is just going to give you the quality of the omega-3 supplement that you need within that. Plenty of benefits for utilizing omega-3, lowering triglyceride levels, improving general cholesterol levels as well. Can help reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease through this. And alongside that as well, it's a great anti-inflammatory tool that we can have and utilize within obviously our day-to-day supplementation regimen. So I do feel like omega-3 is something we should be looking to supplement with in general for most people. You'll see actually there's a common thread. I'm not firing over 20 different things you should be having, because in my opinion, people can go overboard on supplements. You don't need a supplement for absolutely everything. Like I said, supplements are here to support and supplement a good routine, a good diet, a good training program in place. I will touch upon as well later in the video, certain extra supplements we might look to take if we're experiencing certain problems, and then absolutely we can utilize certain things which can help certain us in certain situations. But you don't need to be having 10, 15, 20 different supplements and spending 500 quid a month on supplements. In my opinion, you just don't need to. If you are having to, there's probably something clearly wrong with your actual lifestyle if your blood work is that bad. And here we have the final supplement that I wanted to touch upon for your general day-to-day gym goer or your competitive bodybuilder. Anyone really who has an aspiration to achieve a physical transformation, and that's glutamine. I'm a big fan of this supplement. It can help regulate digestion through its impacts on improving intestinal health. As well as that, it is an amino acid, so it is going to contribute towards daily protein intake too. But for me, the primary benefits of glutamine are going to be to help aid digestion really. And this for me is just a fantastic supplement that I'll use with all clients, to be honest, dependent on obviously when they take it at the given dosage. Now, let's talk about the assisted athletes. So I've talked about the 3 supplements, the key supplements for me that I'd recommend for just day-to-day gym goers, avid gym goers, etc., but also assisted athletes. Now I'm going to touch upon the individual supplements that I think assisted guys should be looking at. But I will say this, and this might actually be something that people may disagree with, to be honest, but I feel like people are very, very quick to think, right, I need to be taking all the health supplements under the sun because I am now assisted. Don't get me wrong, I feel like it's not going to do you any harm in doing that. But what we've got to understand is what our blood work is telling us, which is then going to actually be like, right, we can then actually break this down and think, this supplement is needed to help this blood marker. This supplement is needed to help this marker. Not just thinking, right, I'm assisted now, so I need to be spending 500 quid a month on health subs. It's a case of, yes, to cover our back, it is beneficial to add certain health subs in there. And it's something that, yeah, I will program for clients just to basically cover their backs if they're unable to get blood work. However, they're not needed for me, which again might be, my opinion's changed on this really. I used to think, no, you need all your health subs like constantly. But if certain markers, without the usage of certain health supplements, are in a really, really good range, then we don't necessarily need to be spending the extra money for a certain supplement. So for me, the key thing here for anyone who's assisted, we need to make sure that we're getting regular blood work, so we understand, right, what do our bloods look like, what do we need to combat certain markers. And I'm going to go through some of the common things that we do see, like with blood work, or I see with bloods. Now, I'm by no means a doctor, so I don't claim to be a GP or an analyst or someone who's going to go through this, but this is from my experience and through my learnings as to what, based on the research I've seen, what supplements are going to help certain markers. And the common things you see with assisted guys: potentially elevated red blood cells, potentially elevated scores in regards to kidney, cholesterol potentially being off as well, and liver markers, of course. And we can see that quite commonly through guys who utilize anabolics. And it's something that, if we're going to combat these, there can be certain supplements that we can bring in play, which have been scientifically researched to help improve certain markers. So when we look at liver, blood pressure, kidney readings and things like that, we've got to look at certain individual ingredients. Now, there's great supplements on the market, and I'll touch upon at the end of this video like certain supplement stacks that I do recommend, because yeah, they'll contain these ingredients that I'm going to talk about, but they'll also contain extras as well. And they're actually just great all-round supplements where you'll save a lot of money through getting the individual ingredient. But I wanted to go through the individual ingredient, and like, first thing, when we look at liver markers, this is something that we can see commonly kind of skewed. A great supplement to bring in would be Tuka. And Tuka, it can just simply help protect and can rehabilitate the liver cells. So if we've got potentially readings that are slightly skewed, this can be a supplement that we can bring in to help bring back into range the markers that we want to see from a liver standpoint. Alongside Tuka, something else that we can look at, and additionally to this, which is going to help with those liver markers, is Astragalus. And this as well, not only can help improve liver markers, but also it can help lower blood pressure. So this is a great supplement as well. And as I'll touch upon later in the video, they're commonly supplemented together in certain health supplements. Alongside this as well, another reading that I spoke about with enhanced blood pressure as well, we can also see enhanced red blood cell count, and with that being hemoglobin being high and hematocrit being high as well, both being linked between each other. So a supplement we can bring in to help this may potentially be IP6, and this is essentially going to help reduce iron absorption. So essentially with that, we can see these readings start to come down in terms of hemoglobin start to drop and hematocrit start to drop as well. So it's a great supplement that we can bring in there as well, just to help bring down those readings really. And when we look at liver, blood pressure, kidney readings, alongside this as well, NAC is a great supplement we can use, and this can be also utilized as an antioxidant. But all of these supplements are going to help in regards to these readings, and we look at these as a whole, as a stack. There's like I said, a lot of supplements that are going to contain a lot of these together, coupled up, where we can just get an all-in-one supplement. Cholesterol, like I was speaking about, is another marker that can be commonly skewed. We can see, obviously, with LDL and HDL, we can often see these markers skewed, and there are certain supplements that we can bring in which are going to help promote cholesterol levels coming back in range. And the first one for me that I'll commonly recommend is citrus bergamot. This is a great supplement that can be used and obviously lowers LDL cholesterol, increase HDL cholesterol, and just can allow these readings to get back to where they need to be, again, if they are skewed. It's a great supplement, again, research backed, and can help improve these markers. As well as this, krill oil is something that can be used, and that again is an anti-inflammatory, similar to omega-3, and again, it can improve our lipid scores across the board. So these two supplements for me, from a cholesterol standpoint, can be used, and again, they're great supplements that we can add to our stack if the blood work is telling us that we need to add them. If our cholesterol is absolutely fine and we're not running citrus bergamot or krill oil, we don't realistically need to add them in. But if our blood work's telling us we need to potentially improve these markers, well, we can bring in some supplements to do that, or we may improve certain things in our training structure or in our diet to help again supplement these. Going to touch upon now an example health stack, which I recommend, and this is for my assisted clients, or obviously stacks that I've used myself personally in the past. And an example health stack that we may look to utilize is, from a performance aspect, creatine monohydrate. Alongside this, omega-3, again as an anti-inflammatory tool. Glutamine, again to help aid digestive stress. Trained by JP Vital Support. Now, this is a great all-in-one supplement. I have no affiliation with the brand, but I just feel it's a great supplement that we can use when we're on cycle. It contains numerous different of the ingredients above that I was speaking about, and it actually has a really great breakdown in terms of exactly what we need from a health supplement standpoint. Alongside this as well, Trained by JP, Love Heart, again a great supplement, great from obviously a cholesterol standpoint. Citrus bergamot it contains, and it's just a great all-round supplement as well, to help with those lipid scores. And alongside this, krill oil, and this as a stack for me is something that if we are experiencing certain issues with certain blood readings, we can utilize this as a stack, and this is going to be quite a healthy stack to use. But equally so, if we're going on cycle and we're really looking to be like, right, no, I don't want to potentially risk any poor blood readings. I want to do all I can to absolutely make sure that there's no markers in place that are going to potentially become massively skewed. This is a great health stat that we can use. I'm only talking about my personal experience of my personal usage. This has been a great stat for me in the past. Help keep my blood work in check to where it needs to be. But like I was saying earlier, don't feel you need to be taking everything under the sun here to help with these markers. Blood work's key. Understand what that blood work is saying. If you have the money to just invest with all these supplements straight away, do it. It's not going to harm you. It's probably only going to benefit you. But if you want looking to save a little bit of money, I would say just obviously, as you always would, your blood work anyway. Understand what needs work on, and then you can utilize some of these tools that I've spoken about and identify some of these to help these markers. Finally, just wanted to always recap on this video. So I've covered a lot in regards to different supplements here from a health standpoint, also from your assisted user standpoint, and the benefits you're going to get in very simple terms. Like, it's really, really important that you understand what I'm talking about. I don't go too sciencey on you. I want to make sure that you've got a very simple rationale as to why you would use certain supplements, and you can go away and use these and help these. But like I was saying, supplements are there to supplement. We've got to be looking at number one. What's our training looking like? What's our activities looking like in terms of our day-to-day activity level? What's our diet looking like? And just our general lifestyle. What's that looking like first? Rather than thinking and jumping the gun, I need all of these supplements in play. What are all those things looking like before we actually need further assistance that's gonna help support us in our goal? So definitely think about that. You don't need to jump the gun and, like I say, take 10, 20 supplements or whatever it may be that you've seen all of these pro bodybuilders take because, or athletes take because they're getting given all the supplements for free and they don't have to spend the money on them. Understand what the blood work is saying first, supplement based off that, and then you're going to get the desired outcome or help in the desired outcome that you want. These supplements won't just fully solve a problem. It's not like you're going to take them and it's like, great, all my bloods are absolutely fine now because I've taken this supplement. No, they're not. They might not. But equally so, they will help. And they may solve that problem. So this is the reason why I thought this video would be useful for some. General population guys, you know what supplements probably should be going for. And as well as that, assisted guys, again, supplements you should be going for. Finally as well, of course, there's going to be potential for other supplements to be used. I'm not just going to sit here and say these are the only supplements you need and that's it. If we're potentially experiencing certain other issues, whether that be sleep issues, we can potentially look down that route as well. But if I was looking to create a YouTube video on every single supplement known to man, I think it'd last about 5 hours, this video. So we want to make sure that we keep it short and concise for you guys. You understand what supplements are there for you to use and what are best suited for you to use given your certain circumstance. So again, thanks for listening in, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. A little bit more of a different one today, more educational, more in specifics, talking about individual supplements, and I hope you learned a lot from it. And again, there's plenty more content coming. So every 1 to 2 weeks, there's going to be a YouTube coming out. Make sure you continue to follow on. If there's anything else you want to hear from me, anything you want to see, just drop me a comment, subscribe, drop a like. If you want to message me on social media, I'll put my social media tag as well, so via Instagram here. But yeah, if there's anything you want to see, just give me a shout, guys. Again, thanks for tuning in.